Turner, 449 Crockett Road, Columbia, South Carolina. I just want to say that the purpose of government is not to choose the winners and the losers in the marketplace. The purpose of the government is to give us all a level playing field, where all the competitors and where all the businesses and where all the individuals can play on a level playing field and enjoy the fruits of their own labor and benefit from the products of their own labor, and not to be paying taxes for benefits that are going to someone else, whether it be a direct competitor or just simply any other business, regardless of what that business is producing, and even if it's not your competitor. You know, that I saw this slipshod definition of capital punishment. Capital punishment is when the government taxes you to get capital to go into a business in competition with your business, and then taxes your profits to pay their losses. And just the same way we did with Amazon, if you want to offer all these incentives and special privileges for one business to come in here, and you think you're going to stimulate growth, well, stimulate growth for everybody. Give whatever benefits you want to give to one business, give it to every single business, every single citizen in Lexington County. Give them the same advantages that you give to any other business. One of our Supreme Court justices, I didn't bring the quote with me, but I thought of this as while I was listening to other people. And I can get it if you want to pin me down on exactly who it was that said it in the exact word, but I'm going to paraphrase. He said, the greatest dangers to liberty do not lie in evil-minded rulers, but the greatest dangers of liberty come from men whose purposes are beneficent, men whose zeal and are well-meaning but lack understanding. Protect us from our protectors is what I have to say. We must be protected from our protectors, because while they try to beautify the community and provide the economic incentives and all this sort of thing, basically they do away with the rights of the individual and increase government regulation and taxation, and basically there's less pie to divide up when the government starts dividing it.
And
I concur.
thank you. Nicole Quinn.
Nicole Quinn, 435 Kaiser Road, Lexington, 29073. Again, we need to ask the question, what is the proper role of government? It is not to pick and choose winners and losers in the business world. And in the South Carolina GOP creed, it says, I will not trade freedom for beneficence, which John just mentioned. That's what we're doing here. We go with this. So if you're part of the Republican Party and you're saying this creed, why are you not following it? This ordinance is corporate welfare. It's redistribution of wealth. It's a violation of the basic principles of our state and country's founding, which is equality under the law. All tax breaks should be across the board for everyone. Otherwise, it promotes monopolies. There is no moral excuse to do otherwise. Giving away taxpayer dollars in the name of supposedly creating jobs is wrong. It is not your job to create jobs. It is your job to get out of the way and promote an environment that will attract jobs. If you cut taxes to a minimum for all businesses across the board, then we will have plenty of jobs. The best regulation is not provided by government, it is the free market. The free market is the strongest, harshest regulator out there, and it's the fairest, and it is the one that promotes liberty. Thank you.
Thank you. E. Kennedy. Ron Kelderman.
I'll save this some time. I agree with everyone here.
Thank you, sir. Jim Hanks.
have two brothers who have manufacturing businesses in Lexington County. I own intensive development property here. And we've never, none of us in my family, my sister's been in business, my father's been in business, we've never asked anything from government. We just hope to make our payroll and be able to pay our taxes. And I think it's hard for people in government, although I know it's well-intentioned and it's everywhere it's the same. You want to do something to help your people, and you want to be bring the welfare to them, and how can you do it but trying to encourage employment and so forth. But just as I think Solendra proved, you know, when people in business try to do these things, I believe there's corruption in that. This is not at all. This is all well-meaning, but it's very hard for people in government to have enough information to be able to make the kind of decisions a person in business will make, because the person in business is so desperate not to lose everything. And so it's just very, very hard for people in government to make good decisions with respect to this kind of thing. Thank you very much.
Ken Westbury,
Pass with the truth taker.
thank you. Christie Cox.
She's gone. She left.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That concludes that. We had nobody's sign up in favor, but I guess that means we need to load this thing down and shut this down. Anybody want to speak in favor? It's me, I've already had my say. Here now, close this public hearing, and we need a motion to move back in executive session. All those in favor? Thank you. We'll report